Hello, so today I wanted to talk to you about how I revise for languages. Since I actually do 2 languages at GCSE, I do French and Spanish, and my ability in each of them is quite different because we have to do one language, so I'm on the French side of the year, so I had to do French. And then I picked Spanish as an extra option, so my class for Spanish is quite small compared to that because there's only 3 of us in the class. So I've had more focused help and I've improved a lot quicker, and I've just got better at it. So I've been at 2 different levels in 2 different languages, so I thought I could give help on whichever level you're at in whichever languages you're doing. So French is my lower level language, so to revise I think it's best to do practice questions, but first go through vocabulary booklets if you have them, or go through like a textbook or something and learn the vocabulary, because then you need to know what comes up, because then you can see like common words, and on the website of your exam board there'll be a list of words that you have to learn, or like the words that they'll use specifically throughout the exam, so it's good to learn those, or at least read through them and familiarise yourself with them. But if you know the language already, then it's best to do practice questions. So for speaking in either language, it's just kind of having common questions and things that might come up in the role play and photo card and general conversation, and then just reading through them with someone as many times as you can until you remember them. For reading, it's good to do reading practice questions, and then because quite often similar words come up, so then you can go through the words that you don't know and then look up what they mean after you've answered the question. So then you can compile a list of words that have come up quite often that you haven't known, so if you learn them, and then you know what might come up in your exam. And then for listening, I recommend watching YouTube videos, and if you watch something a bit faster than what the GCSE is going to be like, for example I watched Spanish YouTube videos, and then it seems a bit easier when they're speaking slower. And for writing you need to have a variety, so the best thing to do is to memorise some kind of key phrases that you can include for everything and have them in different tenses. So for Spanish I have subjunctive phrases, and I also have like I have synonyms for lots of different connectives, because I have 2 different versions of therefore. For example, I have así que and por tanto, so then I can use both of those and I can mix it up a bit. And don't use the same version of a word multiple times, try and switch it up as much as you can, and try to include as many tenses as you can to get complexity. And also I'd recommend using an exclamative. For example, in Spanish you can have que and then an adjective, and then if you put it in the exclamation marks you have to have the upside down one as well. And then it's an exclamative and it's like a slightly different sentence type. Or if you want to have it in the preterite tense, you have fue and then the adjective to describe something, just to mix it up a bit. And then just get as much practice as you can, I'd say, with your language, and do as many practice questions, and then learn the kind of things that come up, and then hopefully you'll do well in it, and I'm sure you will do well in it. Good luck in it, I hope it goes well. Thank you for watching, bye!